Good evening, everyone, and welcome along to League of Europe. We are here tonight for season number 11. It is round number 7 of the championship as we take in the Baku Grand Prix, or the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, from the Baku City Circuit. My name is James Head. I'm going to be taking the stream, of course, as always, on this fine Saturday evening. I would be joined in the commentary box by Mr. Nexus Bunnies. However, he is ill. I spoke to him just before the stream went live. And unfortunately, he is ill tonight. I mean, you could tell in his voice he was absolutely loaded with flu. So, he will be recovering, and I hope he will be back next week as well. So, you've only got me for tonight, which hopefully is not too bad. Hopefully, it's going to be a really good race as well here in Baku tonight as well. Of course, 26 laps. God knows what will happen around this track here in Azerbaijan, in the Flame Towers, quite literally. As we'll have a look at the championship standings, of course. A reminder of what happened 2 weeks ago after our break week, of course, last week because of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. And it was, of course, Rick taking the win in Spain from Jay Hings in second, and then in third, Ariel Tobe. What did that do to the championship standings? Well, Rick leads the way on 112 points, and he is 32 points clear of Larkin there in second on 80 points. Tope in third on 73. Benji S in fourth on 72, then Patuka fifth on 58, Matt Tibble sixth on 53, Jay Hings seventh on 49, along with Darian 49, QVR Dylan, who's the first reserve there, in ninth on 48, and then in 10th at Cross Liam after his win, of course, in Singapore in the feature race. Conor O'Keefe in 11th, he showed a lot more verve, I've got to say, last week in Spain. Looks forward to seeing how he gets on tonight in Baku. Could be one to watch out for. Well on your way in 12th with on 37 points, and J. Cole 13th on 36. YHYY on 34, then Coxie on 33, Creeko on 32, D-Maltz on 31. To end this, these standings, Felipe there in 18th on 28 after his disappointment in Spain and after his real unluckiness in that race. Farrell in 19th on 24, then Beauty Boy in 20th on 20, then Daniel on 16, Scream on 14, and then Legend, who made his debut in Division 2 last week even, in Spain, or 2 weeks ago now. Legend there on 8 points is down in 23rd position. If your name is not on the standings, it's either because you've DNF'd or it's because you haven't raced this season. And we are going to get going very soon out on track in terms of the on-track action here in Baku. 19 drivers currently within the lobby, just me in the lobby as well to wait for in terms of being spectator. So hopefully everything will be okay. Everything will be good to go as well. Division 1 also is live, so if you do want to tune in for Division 1, you can do. However, if you want to stay with me, give me some company in my attempt for solo commentary and attempt for greatness, hopefully, you can stay here as well for Division 2. Of course, we have got both tiers live tonight, Division 1, 2, and then, of course, Division 3 later on. Let's have a look at the track map in question here in Baku. 6 kilometres in length, 3.7 mile, 20 turns away now. A driver's out on track with the 2 DRS zones, one down this long 1 kilometre, 1.5 kilometre almost. Start from straight in towards turn number 1, and then one down in towards turn number 3 as well. The left-hander down in towards that section of the track. This is how it's going to look out on track as we are now going into the lobby. Very swift, I've got to say, in terms of getting the lobby up and running, and then getting going very, very soon indeed. Not sure if there is any game sound coming through. I will try and fix up those as we go through. Might be because we're just in the loading screens right now and there is no lobby music as there has been in the past on the F1 games. But hopefully you guys are all doing well. If you are, like, comment, subscribe, tick that notification bell, of course, if you're brand new to the channel. And Rick, of course, leading the championship, coming into tonight by 32 points over Larkin. So Larkin will be lurking and looking for quite a few points out on track here tonight in Baku, where, as I say, God knows what will happen out on track here in the Flame City, where the old meets the new in Baku. So now come onto the track, just waiting on Cross Liam there to ready up, but we are now getting loaded onto track. This is the first indication of what the conditions are like out on track as well. And judging by that, it is beautiful blue skies and sunshine, which is always good to see. And that is good for the drivers because they can run dry setups potentially in qualifying. Now, if you see drivers actually come out in terms of that qualifying within the next 20 seconds or so, indication will be it's going to be a dry race. Indication will be, if there's not cars coming out of the pit lane, it is going to be a wet race and drivers are going to have to frantically go through in terms of their setups. It looks like, though, judging by the compound tyres that people are choosing out on track, it looks as if we're going to get a potentially a dry race, as one of the AlphaTauris, I think, is going to be the first out on track, and that might be the AlphaTauri, or the Aston Martin even, and Matt Tibos out first, along with Ariel Philippe. Ariel Philippe was first out on track, of course, in Spain. Look what happened there in Spain. Set a very good qualifying lap, and then got absolutely fisted, quite literally, in terms of his race result, in terms of his unluckiness out on track. So we'll have to hopefully see Ariel Felipe back at his best here in Baku. Now, this is a track, if I remember mistaken, from Division 1. This is a track that he doesn't like. This is a track that I think that he's DNF'd at in the past as well. So it will be really intriguing. Judging by how many drivers that were coming out on track right now, it doesn't look like we're getting much in terms of dry conditions, potentially in terms of the race. I'm sure that will get confirmed in the chat a little bit in Division 2. Hopefully that might be the case. Looking through, nothing confirmed in terms of any conditions. However, judging by Conor O'Keefe being out there in a set intermediate compound tyre, he obviously wants to try and keep a dry set. So it might be the case where drivers are just loading up their setups and they want to try and get that setup loaded within the lobby. Ariel Philippe is one of the first out on track. Matt Tibos, though, is the first out on track as well. Larkin confirming to me as well. D5 can't even speak. D5 Street Circuit driver checking in, and he says all dry there in the comment section, which is good. That's what I've been doing in terms of my practice, certainly all dry in terms of my practicing earlier on. Matt Tibos now coming to the right-hand return number 19. Doesn't want to do that though, because he clouts the wall coming to the right-hand return number 19 there. We'll see. On board with Matt Tibos on the run down and towards turn number 1. Can gain excess of about 216 mile an hour down in towards turn 1. Matt Tibos now reaches the left-hand return number 1. Very nicely done indeed. Now riding the curve on the right-hand side. Now coming into the left-hander return number 2. Often take the second gear coming through there. That's a corner that I cannot get right at all. It's one of the easiest corners out on the track, but I cannot get that right at all in terms of my practice. So slow coaches in behind in D3, you'll be watching out for me a little bit later on. Now coming in towards turn number 3 with Matt Tibos down that second DRS straight. Now into the right-hander turn number 4 on the first real technical part of the track. Just wants to try and kick out there in terms of oversteer. Oriel Farrell there has retired from the session. I think he's actually crashed there, coming through down the hill section maybe. I'm not sure, unless he's got a qualifying ban potentially that I haven't seen. Ariel Farrell's out of the session. That might have been in the pit lanes. He might have took the qualifying ban. As Matt Tibos now comes in towards the castle section, where I famously went around the outside of somebody around here. Now coming to the left-hander, turn number 12 at the top of the hill, where Grosjean, of course, famously crashed within the safety car period back in 2018, I think it was, 2019, one of the two. Matt Tibos now riding to the left-hander, turn number 14, 15, and then on the run down in towards turn number 16. Not looking too bad at all is the man there now coming down the hill in towards turn number 17. 17 flat in the middle sector, 117 flat that is in the middle sector. Not looking too bad at all from his perspective. Now comes in toward the left-hander, turns 18, then to the right-hander 19, and then into the final corner of turn number 20. Final kink of turn number 20. On the run to line for Matt Tibos. We'll see what his lap time is going to be. Should be in and around, I would think, the 141 mark, I think, to begin off the session. Run into the line, 41 more, and how do you like them apples? As that Matt Tibos goes to the top for now. Jay Haynes has retired there out on the track as well. Conor O'Keefe currently on a lap. So I'm just trying to pick up somebody that might be on a lap. Larkin is on a lap. Now coming into the left-hander turn number 12. We'll see what his lap time will be. Coming through this final lap. Felipe, by the way, went 2/10 slower than Matt Tibos on a run. Larkin now coming up the top of the hill through turn 15 and towards turn number 16, right at the top of the hill. Not looking too bad at all, actually, Larkin coming down the hill here. On the run now down and towards the left-hander of turn 17. 17 flat again, on board with Matt Tibos. Oh, slightly sliding his way there, coming through turn 16. Now through 17, in towards 18 and 19. Not looking too bad at all. If you get caught on that wall, by the way, just where he's gone past, that grey wall on the left-hand side, coming through turn number 19, you rub the left tyre against there, you will end up out of the session. I did that in Grand Prix mode. Trust me, not fun. Dylan goes to the top, as Larkin there, in the end, goes fifth fastest even. 41.734. Not a bad lap at all, but not a great lap either there from Larkin as well. He's 7/10 off the pace compared to Kvyat Dylan out on top. Ariel Darry not looking too bad on the middle sector. 16.6 in that middle sector. It's definitely on par with what Ariel Felipe and Matt Tibos were setting in that middle sector. Probably quicker than them, in fact. Now on the run to the line comes the REL man of Dari. The Red Bull there down in 16th position right now. Hasn't set a lap time on the board. Should go quickest, I think. No, he does. He doesn't go third. He goes third in the end. 41.2. Not a bad run at all there from REL Dari. So, as it stands, with about 4 minutes gone in the session, 5 minutes gone, Dylan now on top, Matibor second, Dari there in third early on in this session. Pewdie board just starting up on a run, it seems. Looks like YHYY is also on a run now down the hill and toward the left-hander turn 15. As we have now gone a third of the way through qualifying. Dylan, Matibos and Dari currently are top three. Division 1, by the way, is also live, so if you want to tune in for Division 1, you can. D-Mort's there going second as well, the Aston Martin. YHYY not looking too bad on the middle sector, now coming to the right-hander turn number 19. Might have no rules, or might have no rules action. Out on track for YHYY. The Alpine now on the run towards the line. We'll see what this lap time is going to be out on track. Should be around a mid-41, I think. On the run to the line, yeah, dead in the middle. 41.4. Not a bad lap there at all from him. Dylan out on top. D-Mort second. Matt Sibos there in third. Got runs as well happening from Ben JS, who's just starting on one. And a Pewdie boy, he's invalid in the middle sector. So right above Ben JS. Aston Villa fan himself. He's on the run now down towards turn number 3. Of course, Aston Villa currently 4th in the Championship, in the Premier League even. Currently looking for Champions League football. Ben JS right now in the standings. Not really looking on in terms of Champions League football. In fact, actually, he's in 4th. So he is matching Aston Villa quite literally. I believe Ben JS has got as more points as what Aston Villa have got in the last 3 seasons combined. So Ben JS not looking too bad. Now coming into the left-hander of turn number 8 at the castle section. Flicking it left, right, left. Then right again. Then left at the top of the hill through turn number 12. Pewdie Ball there retires from the session as well. In terms of steward reports, by the way, coming into tonight as well. Division 2. Cross Liam had 5 licence points for an uninvited rearing on Patuka, which I think we caught on stream. And Darian Benjes causing a collision. Benjes a 3-second penalty and 2 licence points. However, he's purple in the middle sector, so definitely doesn't want to put those 2 licence points and that 3-second penalty to play either. I got a 3-second penalty for last week as well. I do not want to repeat that here tonight in Azerbaijan, but you never know. You never know what will happen. As now Benjes on the run to the line. Should be going towards the top end of the field here. Keep your Dylan out on top and up to long. 40.9 from Ben JS. Goes quicker by a 10th than Dylan. D-More 7th, third. Matt Tibos there in 4th. Not a bad run there at all from him. Give our focus and attention now to the championship leader, Rick, down in 17th position right now. So he hasn't set a lap time on the board. Well, anyway, he's on the run towards turn number 1 as well. So actually, we'll go on board with his lap, and then we'll come on board with Rick about halfway through. Well, anyway, so that was Conor O'Keefe that was retired. Coming through turn number 3. Conor O'Keefe has retired out on track. Coming through turn number 3. I think he was on a full run. Might have just locked up maybe in towards turn number 3. The car is not there. Can't really see where he went off at, but for Conor O'Keefe, not great news whatsoever at all for him in qualifying at this early stage. Benjiet out on top, Dylan there in second, D-Mort's there, currently sitting in 3rd position. Not looking too bad at all is the man currently sitting in that position, but, well anyway, now coming through the right-hander of turn number 7, into the left-hander now, turn number 8 at the top of the hill, coming through the castle section now. Oh, that's really blinding actually in your eyes coming through there. I was going to watch out for that in Division 3 a little bit later on, including me. Rick coming through turn number 1 as well, just starting up on a run. Well, anyways, middle sector. By the time he gets to this middle sector, Rick will be through the first sector, I'd imagine. Well, anyway, now coming down the hill and towards turn number 15. Right in the curve, very nicely indeed there. Right in the wall on the right-hand side, and the 16.8 in the middle sector, not looking too bad at all. Rick is nowhere near the end of the first sector at the minute. Now coming through the right-hander turn number 4, though. We'll see what his first sector is in comparison to Will anyway. And Rick's first sector is 35.7. So not a bad first sector at all. Well, anyway, 16.8 in the middle sector. So take a mental note of that. Well, anyway, on the run to the line, the pole. He goes 6 fastest. Not a bad lap there at all from him. Rick is on a lap time as well. 35.7, as I say, through the first sector. Now into the castle section. Turn the timing tower off just to see him coming through this part of the track. Now through the left-hander turn number 12. Yeah, very neat, I've got to say, Rick coming through turn number 12. Now through towards turn 13, 14, 15. On the run now down the hill in towards turn number 15. And it's not looking too bad. Doesn't take the esports line coming through. You can't ride the curb, otherwise you'll be flung off into the wall. And Rick in the middle sector. Wow, 16.3 in the middle sector. Fastest middle sector we've seen all night so far from Rick. I think quicker than by about a tenth of a second than Ben JS. So he is looking good. The Finn now coming through the final corner at turn 20. The final king on the run to the line. Will gain 200 miles now. Matt Tibbles now goes quicker. 40.7. But will Rick try and better this lap time? The Aston Martin currently out on top. Rick now to the line. Only goes second fastest at 40.9. And I believe he's only 1500th of a second clear of Ben JS in third. Indeed he is. He's only 1500th of a second clear of Ben JS in third. Dylan on lap time as well now coming through turn number 3. So he'll be one to watch out for on a run. Well, anyways, on a lap. Just trying to see who might be furthest on a lap time right now. Might be Batuka. As soon as I've said that, though, he's Flash coming through the castle section. Absolutely typical. Creco's coming through this part of the section now, actually, coming into the left-hander, and there he is, you can see him. Coming through here, he was there, coming through turns 8 and 9, coming through that castle section. Castle section is infamous for catching people out. Tuka's been caught out, and now Creco makes his way on a lap time now, coming through the left-hander of turn number 14, on the run towards turn number 15. There's a Red Bull currently on a lap as well. That is Darry, and he's 2.5 tenths up. So finds time in that middle sector. Ariel Darry now coming through the left-hander of turn number 18, then through the right-hander of turn number 19, on the run towards turn number 20. It's looked a very decent lap so far from Ariel Darry. We'll look to see what the former League of Europe F2 man can do. On the run toward the line then comes the Red Bull of Ariel Darry. Matt Tebos, Rick, Ben JS the top 3. Darry, does he try and find time? Yes, he does. Goes 5th fastest in the end. On the run to the line now is Ariel Creco, and he goes 2nd fastest, so not a bad lap there at all from him. Tope, however, fastest out of everyone in the first sector. 35.5 in that first sector. German cooking up something special. Now in towards the right-hander turn number 7. We'll see what he can do. Coming through this infamous castle section. Through turns 8 and 9. Very nice. Coming through there. Now through the right-hander turn number 11. Very low third gear that the drivers decide to take. Coming through that part of the track. Now coming through the left-hander at turn number 13. This is looking very nice indeed from Ariel Tope. The flame towers blazing across the flame sky here in Baku. Now coming down the hill and towards turn 15. Oh, slight mistake there from Tope. Coming down the hill. Catching the curb a little bit too much there. But it's a 16.2 and he's 9.5 tenths up in this middle sector. Ariel Tope cooking up something special. 9 tenths of a second currently would put him at this stage in second. So we need to find a 10th from somewhere. This 10th will be found though in the final couple of corners. Surely on the run to the line will come Ariel Tope. Surely this is going to be quicker than Matt Tibbles. A 40.736 currently to beat Tope to the line. And he just about beats him 300ths of a second clear. In the end, nice lap by Ariel Tope. Matt Tibbles there in second. Creco there in third. So Mercedes, Aston Martin Mercedes, is the order of the day at the top 3. Ariel Darry obviously finishing off on a lap. I think Larkin is down in the middle sector. Ariel Felipe, however, is on a run. As is Ariel Scream, actually. Scream through the middle sector. Not really screaming too much. 17.8, a little bit disappointing coming through that middle sector. I've got to be honest though. We'll run above with Ariel Felipe. Coming out through the left-hand return number 13. See what his lap time is going to be. Not sure if he's going to back off this lap time or if he's going to settle down in for another run potentially. But Ariel Felipe even on the run down the hill into the left-hander now of turn number 16. I don't know where I am now out on track. Now coming through 18 and 19. Not looking too bad. It was purple in the middle sector. Ariel Felipe was 6 tenths up, I believe. Riding that curve very nicely coming through turn 19. Now through the kink of 20. On the run to the line, this is going to be a very decent lap, I've got to say here, from Ariel Felipe. He is one of the favourite potential for pole position coming in tonight. Does he go pole for now? Yes, he does. 40.517. That is the difference between Felipe and Tope right now. 2 tenths of a second. Very nice lap from Felipe. Ariel Tope there in second. Matt Tibbles there in third. If you want to have a look at what Division 1 is doing right now, Division 1 is live. I'm going to tune into that stream just to see how the guys are getting on in Division 1. Currently, as it stands, with about 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to go, so about 40 seconds ahead of us right now. Campbell out on top, NSX Cucumber in second, Shadow Glow there in third. My man, however, of NLR Nuth, or Knuth, or Nuth, whatever you like to call him, he's there down in 15th position, and he is my man potentially for the race win tonight in Division 1. So you heard it there first. If Inalor News takes that race win, come and find me in the Division 2 comment section later on. Both Liam now coming through the turn 18 and 19. This chicane. Riding on board now with him. On the run now down in towards turn number 1. See what the lap time is going to be from Cross Liam. He's out of sync compared to everyone else, so this is going to be him catching traffic potentially in the first and middle sectors. Cross Liam, Singapore win already to his name. He's very, very lucky, I've got to say, in terms of that win, but drove brilliantly in the race to secure it. Now coming to the left-hander, the turn number 2. And then in towards the left-hander turn number 3, which is down this next straight. Not looking too bad at all on the run down in towards turn number 3. See what Cross Liam's first sector will be. I'm not predicting him to be up there in terms of the middle sector. But now, coming through the first sector, running toward the right-hander turn number 4. Not looking too bad at all. Let's see what Cross Liam is doing through this first sector. I'm swiftly getting out of the way. 36th lap, nowhere near. Oh, right into the curb there, coming through turn number 6. Oh, and he cracks the curb again. That's going to be broken front wing, potentially, on that car. Certainly, in terms of the ghosting system, he's got damage. He hasn't got visible damage on our screen, but he has definitely got damage on that car. As Cross Liam now comes into the castle section. Ooh. Thought he took too much speed going in through there, but he's nice through there. Takes second gear, actually. Still running the ball with this lap. See what Cross Liam can do. Looks like Rick has just started up on a run, as has Ben GS. The two of the title protagonists just starting up on their runs in 5th and 6th. Cross Liam down in 6th. Oh, is that Oriel Felipe's retired, I think, in the pit lane. Cross Liam through middle sector. Aston Martin blocks the way. That might be a restart. Oriel Scream it is. That has got the 5-place grid penalty. I'm not sure why he's got that 5-place grid penalty. He didn't really do anything wrong, I've got to be honest in that. Aston Martin clouted. That was Demort, I think, on a... that wasn't Demort, in fact. That was Matt Tibos. That was Matt Tibos, who got absolutely shafted up the rear end. And Matt Tibos, there down in 3rd. Has he got any rear wing damage, I wonder, on that car? He's just starting on his run. Oh, and he's definitely gone wide through turn number 1. He knows it now. He's definitely got damage on that car. Surely. Rick through the first sector, 4/10 up, 35.3. Middle sector for Rick, 4/10 up as well, 15.9. Not looking too bad. Ben JS is at 35.5 in the first sector as well. So now the time ticks down. Rick is the first man out on track. We'll follow Matt Tibos' first sector just very quickly. I think he's going to be down in terms of this middle sector. He is. He's 5.5 tenths down. He knows it. Rick now on the run to the line the fin. Ben JSN behind him. 1500ths of a second, separating them out on track right now. And in the end, Rick goes quickest. Rick goes quickest by 200ths of a second. Ben JS is responding, but it is a bit laboured. 16 flat through the middle sector. He's 2.5 tenths up on this run, but he's down in terms of Rick. In terms of this lap time, Ben JS now on the run to the line. Does he go quicker? Oh, he sets the same lap time as Oriel Felipe. Brilliant lap time from him in the end. Now, Tebbles has lost his front wing. Oriel Creco was down in the middle sector, down in the first sector even. He looks he's going to be down in the middle sector. QVR Dillon now coming in quick. 6 tenths up in this middle sector. Currently, it will get him second place on the grid. QVR Dillon needs to find every ounce of ground on this run to the line. He's going very slow, I've got to say. So this might be more of a cornering setup than a dry line setup and a speed setup on the run to the line. Oh, and he does go quickest in the end. 40.448. Good lap time there from him. Oriel Tope looking good. Oriel Darry now comes in with a 40.1. Big lap time from him. Oriel Tope is on a run, and he's actually improving by 0.3 of a second. So let's see what Oriel Tope can do now coming into the final couple of corners. Well, anyway, Creco on a lap time as well. I think Creco obviously backing off on that run. He's certainly down. Looks like, well, anyway, didn't improve. Oriel Tope now on the run to the line. He is getting slipstream from his teammate on the run to the line here. Might give him a bit of extra time. Tope to the line. Oh, it's a 40.3. Does go second. But in the end, it is that man of Oriel Darry out on top. The lap time that we didn't actually see in qualifying there. Very good lap time from Oriel Tope, and it is him. Sorry, Oriel Darry even. And it's a German one too, because Oriel Darry out on top, Tope there in second. They were teammates in Liga Rip F2 back in the day. Certainly proved that now. And it is the Red Bull of Oriel Darry out on top. From Oriel Tope there in second, Dylan there in third, Rick there in fourth. Philippe did set the lap time before Ben JS, which is why he's in fifth, Ben JS in sixth. J. Cole there in seventh, good lap time from him, and only 2,000 of a second off those two. Matt Tibos there in eighth. what could have been if he didn't get rammed up the backside by a Haas coming through that middle sector on the run. Oriel Creco in 9th, D-Mort's 10th, and Lark in 11th. Well, only Wayne 12th, YHYY in 13th, 2 for 14, Scream there in 15th, Conor O'Keefe in 16th, Jay Hing 17th, Pharrell in 18th, Beautiful in 19th, and Cross Theme round off the top 20. Scream, because of that 5-place grid penalty, he will be starting at the back of the field. Now, I am very unsure on whether this will be a restart or not. I think, judging by what I saw, certainly, in terms of that incident, it didn't look like Ariel Scream did much wrong. I've got to be honest. Rewind that back, guys, in the chat if you want to see it. But it didn't look like he did much wrong. It was him into the back of the Aston Martin. And in the end, Ariel Scream gets a 5-place grid penalty for maybe the really slightest or lightest of touches that he has got. But, yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be a restart. Judging by what's going on in Division 2 chat, Philippe saying someone check QVR Dylan's eco, no slipstream cost us in that session. Yeah, definitely. Slipstream is definitely allowed around here in Baku. Definitely going to be allowed in terms of the racing as well. I'm not sure, as I say, if we are going to get a restart potentially because of that 5-second penalty. It was an incident out on track as opposed to an actual illegal blocking penalty. But in terms, it could be an illegal blocking penalty potentially as well. I don't know. Felipe is saying in the chat, teammate refused to slipstream. Just be aware 2 AlphaTauris will be DNFing this race today. We'll hold them to that in the comment section later on. As now, we're beginning the formation lap here in Azerbaijan. And we'll see what strategies everyone is on. And it is a very interesting call-up, I've got to say, in terms of the strats. Looks like there's 4 drivers on a set of soft compound tyres. Scream, by the way, is down at the back of the field, so we're starting right down in P20 after that incident. QVR Dylan and Matt Tibbles on the top 10 are on a set of soft compound tyres. Zuka on a set of softs in 14th, and Ariel Farrell on a set of softs in 17th position. Now, when I was testing earlier on in terms of strats at the start of the race, set of soft compound tyres, you do not want to be on them at the start of the race. Medium compound tyre, definitely compound to be on. I'd imagine, if drivers have saved their tyres, obviously, mediums, softs is what I'm imagining the drivers will be electing to go for. If that is the case, like to Conor O'Keefe further down the field, obviously claiming, obviously using that extra set of softs, he could go medium softs, potentially. But, set of soft compound tyre, in terms of tyre wear, about 6% a lap around here. In terms of a set of mediums, 5% a lap around here. So there's actually not much differentiation. It's when you get through 5-6 laps into the race, the set of softs really begin to fall off. It is the rear compound tyre, the rear left especially, that takes the hit around here. That's what I was finding coming through the corners, at least in terms of my setup. And it is the rears that end up pretty much oversteering and just graining too much, where you can't really keep them at a temperature to keep them going over a 6-7 lap period. And that is going to be, I think, a real struggle for those guys in the set of softs. The likes of QVR Dylan, Matt Tibbles, they're going to be making ground early on. But come 3, 4, 5 laps into the race, if they haven't got a breakaway by a second, they're in trouble. They will be in trouble from everyone in behind on that set of medium compound tyre. Now, obviously, I'm talking about this race as if we're not going to get any safety cars. But if we do get a safety car, obviously, the more safety cars that we have in the early stage of the race, especially for the set of soft runners, that would be good for them, because they can then make a 2-stop work, potentially soft, mediums, softs. Either of the 2 combinations really will work. So, don't think anybody will be going on a set of hard compound tyre, unless you are going to go maybe 2 or 3 laps into the race and then go for a set of hard compound tyres. Who knows? Oh, there's an Aston Martin there spins into the wall. I think that was Matt Tibbles just warming up his tyres. Warmed up his tyres quite literally too much. Now, coming through the final couple of corners, on the run to the line now are the guys filtering on the grid. One of the worst camera angles I think they're ever going to have all season, I'm afraid. The Ariel Taupe will run on board with Ariel Taupe there in second. We'll see what this race is going to throw up. It's Baku, it's Azerbaijan. As Murray Walker once said, anything can happen in Formula 1, and it usually does. Here in Azerbaijan, anything can happen in Azerbaijan, and it usually does. Father Red Lights now coming on the gantry for Division 2. It's round 7 of the championship, and it is Lights on, away we go, and a better start there from the Red Bull of Ariel Darry, who will lead the way down towards turn number 1 with Tope there in second, Dylan there in third. He tries to go all around the outside through turn number 1, the AlphaTauri. He's going to be switching back on the outside line. Beautiful camera angle. Coming now down and towards turn number 2, QVR. Dylan remains in behind, and it looks like Ariel Darry's getting the way out in front. Everyone it seems clean through. Turn number 2 in the background. Alfa Romeo's getting very close there in the background, but Darry there leads the way by about 7 tenths of a second early on. Tope there in second, Dylan there in third, Philippe there in fourth. Good start from him. There's Rick there in fifth, Jay Cole in sixth, Ben JS in seventh, and that was diving up the inside line. Matt Tibos there is spun. Conor O'Keefe there is dropping down the field with Will anyway. Looks like he is in the wall, and speaking of in the wall, Matt Tibos is in the wall. He's got a safety car. He's out of the race. Jay Hings has got a 5-second penalty for a severe collision with Conor O'Keefe. I wonder if that's why the damage was caused potentially on the Alfa Romeo as well. That's certainly not the greatest start to the race. Safety car already on that one. Who would have thought that? But Ariel Darry leads the way. Ariel Darry leads the way. Got off to a very, very good start, I'm going to say, up top. Tope in second, Dylan there in third. Even through the mid-pack. Very, very good. It was just Matt Tibos going down the inside of turn number 3. Caused all sorts of carnage. Maybe a slight ghosting system failure there with Jay Hings. Obviously getting caught up on him. If there is a ghosting system failure, Matt Tibos obviously out of the race. I wouldn't be surprised if there was. Jay Hings, though, gets the 5-second penalty as a result. He will have to serve that, of course, in his next pit stop. And judging by when I rode on board with him, don't think he's got any visible damage on that car. I think he might have got away with it. It might have just been the ghosting system completely failing on him. The Alpine, the Williams, I should say, ahead of a Beauty Boy, going very slow there, running down the hill. L'Oreal Darry leads the way, Tope in second, Dylan there in third. Yeah, friends, we did get a very good start in that race. And unfortunately, Matt Tibos tried to dive it down the inside line. Ben JS, to be fair, it's a very awkward camera angle. Ben JS, to be fair, looked like he didn't give him much room. Dylan's into the back lane. This could be for a set of hard compounded tyres. So watch out for this. Set of hard compounded tyres potentially coming on the corner, unless you can go mediums. See what Dylan does. Into the pit lane. Sequin Farrell also in the pit lane to get off there, set of soft compounded tyres. And it's a set of mediums for Dylan. The set of medium compounded tyres for Dylan. Interval timings will fix themselves, by the way. Ben JS, D Mortar, YHYY, and Conor O'Keefe, all of them will have their interval timings fixed as we go on to lap number 3. But into the pit lane, you can see Jay Hings has got a front wing change on that car. So it wasn't visible in terms of our camera angle, but he's going into a set of hard compounded tyres. As is Ariel Scream, but Scream's also got a front wing change. After that incident, crossed Liam there, down in 17th. I think he just came into the pit lane just to go on for a set of soft compounded tyres. Darry out on top, Tope there in second, Felipe there in third. Ren saying add Macau to this game. No, we need Vietnam back. We really do need Vietnam back, I think, in terms of a track. That was possibly the most obnoxious and oblivious circuit I think there's ever been in Formula 1. But it actually produced some decent racing. Remember when you used to go around the hairpin? I remember that. Vietnam. I actually remember doing quite well around there in a league race that I did on F1 2020 when the track was actually in the game. But there we are. Can only have things your way. It is Ariel Darry out on top though. Tope there in second, Felipe there in third. I am going to take a slight break just while we're under the safety car. I'll be back with you in about a minute or two's time. And after that slight intermission, I am back, and we are still under safety car conditions on lap number 3 out of 26. Expect, by the way, 5 safety cars in this race. Expect that we're going to be late for Division 3 a little bit later on as well. But that's just the part and parcel of the racing, I think, out on track. But out on top, It is Dari in the lead from Taupe in second, Felipe there in third. Dari got a very, very good start, I've got to say. In terms of his start, it was nearly a second clear before that safety car came out. It was nearly a second clear already. Taupe there in second, Felipe there in third. Obviously, nobody's now in a set of soft compounded tyres. Of course, Liam came back in the pit lane, got into a set of medium, so he's technically done a mandatory 2-stop. However, there is not a hope in hell that Cross Liam is going to get to the end of the race on that set of medium compounded tyres. Every single person in this field, apart maybe from Jay Hings and Scream, will have to make at least one more pit stop in this race, because obviously it's a mandatory 2-stop first and foremost, but Dylan, Rick, Tuka, Pharrell, Jay Hings, Scream have all got to come in, and then the top 12 even have got to come in twice. So this race could really, really bring Jay Hings and Scream into it, the way that the early safety car has played out, and if we do not get another one, set of odds, I've seen 23, 24 laps done around here. That is possible further down the field. When saying in the chat as well, I mean, if F1 ever race in Vietnam, the tyres will be dead by lap 2. Honestly, it felt like that because that braking zone, down in towards the hairpin, down in towards that middle sector, God almighty, it was absolutely awful, and the tyres just were literally exploding away from you on that lap. The safety car is going to come in this lap, so enough about Vietnam. Back to the present here in Baku, and back to the Flame Towers here, as Dari now comes in toward the left-hander, turn number 15. He's another virtual Burt Malander. He's now the virtual safety car. He decided to take a very slow approach, I've got to say, on this run. We'll see what he is going to do in terms of speed. About 44 mile an hour. Top there in second, 44 mile an hour will be maintained as well. It's about average of around 45 mile an hour, which is what they normally do, I think, in terms of speed limit in here in Azerbaijan. Dari might have to go now and then really try and string the field out. Well, it looks like Dari just going to try and pile on the pressure, pile it up, wearing up the pace. Ramping it up, still hasn't gone. Safety car's now long gone into the pit lane. Still hasn't gone, still hasn't gone. Still hasn't gone. Now he goes. Now there he goes, and Taupe was going to have to follow because Fleet is under pressure from Jekyll and behind. Jekyll now on the back, running down towards Central. You can't overtake until you get to the safety car line, to the stop-finish line nowadays. In Formula 1, Larkin doesn't care about that though. That was after the start-finish line. Goes through turn number 1 on the outside of D-Morts. D-Morts there in 6th. Larkin there in 7th. Larkin on the outside line, trying to lurk, but he can't find the way through on the Aston Martin. Back under racing conditions. Dari there leads the way. Taupe in 2nd. Felipe there in 3rd. Jekyll 4th. Then Ben GS, D-Morts, Larkin, Kriko, YHYY. And then Will Anyway, Conor O'Keefe and Dylan now top 12, with Beauty Boy Rick and Patuka top 15. Pharrell, Jay Hings, Scream and Cosliam in the 19 drivers out on track, as we now get back to green flag racing, and everyone this time is clean through turn number 3, so at least we've got further on this lap than what we have in previous laps. Felipe on the back of Taupe, looking to try and get the job done. Jekyll on the back of Felipe as well, looking to try and get the job done. Down in towards turn number 7, very hard on the brakes here in towards turn number 7. Come right over that curve, you do pick up warnings coming over that curve. Felipe's struggling coming through turn number 7, wide now coming through the castle section at turns 8, 9 and 10. And out the hill through 11 and 12. Everyone, I think, is through the castle section this time around without mishap, which is always good. And Dari, as is one, holds out that 1.2 second lead that he would have had on that one, now beginning to pull away. 1.2 seconds leading. Taupe there in 2nd, Felipe in 3rd, Jekyll there in 4th. So not a bad start at all from Dari. Really applying the pressure early on to Taupe. Felipe in 3rd, Jekyll there in 4th. Jekyll really applying the pressure. Beautiful helicopter cam, actually, with Vivan and Ball coming through the left-hander now, turn 16, 17, 18. Then to the right-hander now, turn number 19. Jekyll getting through there on Felipe, and he's now beginning to use that overtake, but up to good effect. Is he going to try and get close now on the then towards turn 1? No, because Felipe looks like he's using up the battery, certainly using up his pace down the straight. Is he catching Taupe down the straight as well? Down in towards turn 1, maintaining this camera angle. Jekyll remains there in 4th, Felipe in 3rd, Taupe there in 2nd. As we move happens further down the field, and that, I think, was Ben Jess nearly going straight on there. Coming through turn number 1, nearly was, and D-Mort's there, gets the inside line through turn number 2, job done for him. Just saw that, just was about to go off board there. Ben Jess made that mistake down in towards someone, went too deep on the brakes, locked up, now he's going to find D-Mort's in towards turn number 3. Already seen an Aston Martin on the inside, we've now seen Aston Martin on the outside, the McLaren knee puts D-Mort's on the wall, here comes Larkin on the back of these two as well. Larkin now trying to lock in. Maybe getting blocked by his own teammate there, to be honest. Ben Jess pulls that move off. Nice driving in the end. It is Very hard to get an overtake done around this track here in Baku. Benjes made that look pretty easy. Even though there was a bit of contact, job done for him. He's into 5th. Larkin there in 7th, Creekle there in 8th, and looking at YY right on the back as well. And there goes Conor O'Keefe trying to go around the outside. There for the inside of the castle section. Thank God he wasn't going to take a leap out of my books coming through there. Oh my word. Now coming to the left-hand of turn number 11. Top 4 pulling away. Benjes in 5th after that mistake. Really beginning to lose impetus. Really beginning to lose touch there on the front pack. Conor O'Keefe now trying to look on the back of Will anyway. It's been a good start from Conor O'Keefe. Kept nose out of trouble. Obviously, with incidents further down the field, drivers coming in the quick lane and all that, he has gained position as a result. Now coming to the left-hander of turn number 15. Now to the left-hander 16. Now towards 17, 18 and 19 once again. Ariel Philippe now applying that pressure on the back of Ariel Taube. Easy as you like to the outer line. Through turn number 1. Passing the Art Museum on the right-hand side. Ariel Philippe now getting the job done. Passing the Chamber of Commerce. Here comes Ariel Taube though, battling back to the inside line. Nearly puts Philippe in for a braking match then towards turn number 1. Nearly put him actually in for a braking match because he nearly went deep there. Philippe in 2nd, Taube there in 3rd. Taube applying that pressure, can't find a way through. And now DRS of course enabled. The DRS enabled next lap I think around. Taube there leading the way. Philippe there in 2nd. Taube there leading in 3rd position on the back or in the front of Jekyll even. I'm really messing over my words tonight. Darry leading the way, Philippe in 2nd, Taube there in 3rd, then Jekyll there in 4th. 11 people by the way tuning in. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you're enjoying the stream so far. If you all like, comment, subscribe, tick that notification bell. Of course, if you're brand new to the channel, it's Dariel Darry leads the way. Here comes Jekyll on the back of Taube though, coming through the right-hander, turn number 7. Looking ominously there on the back of the Mercedes. You've got the Helmut Marko sponsored Racing Bulls, whatever they're called nowadays. The AlphaTauri Felipe ahead of him in 2nd. Jekyll there in 4th. Now on the back of Ariel Taube. Mistake there coming to the castle section by YHYY. He's got Well Anyway under pressure. Well Anyway passes him to the inside line. I've been up here the inside line. He will get forced into that wall. Very neatly done actually by the pole. Should come out on top. Brilliant stuff. Well Anyway, YHYY clearly made a mistake coming to that castle section. Put him on the back foot. And Well Anyway thought, you know what, I'm going to come through. Brilliant stuff in the end from Well Anyway. He's into 9. Ferrari running wide there in the background. Conor O'Keefe needed losing contact. I'm not sure if there was contact there with him and Dylan. Dylan there in 11th, Rick in 12th, Conor O'Keefe there in 13. Might have just been a snap of overspeed from the car. As now Conor O'Keefe gets on that ERS, running down the straight. Could be 3 wide down the straight and towards turn number 1 if we're not careful. Taube passing Philippe for 2nd position further down the field as well. Conor O'Keefe now looking on the back of Rick. Rick's line of stone with them down in towards turn number 1. Could end up in tears if they're not careful. AlphaTauri sliding his way through. Kvyat Dylan ahead. Rick in the end losing the position to Tuka. Patuka now to the inside line of turn number 2. Not getting the job done. Conor O'Keefe still on board with him. Trill trying to fight the move. In that dirty toe. Just gets on the dirt there on the outside line. Now Kvyat Dylan has a go on the back of YHYY. Not looking to try and get the job done. They remain as they are in this position. However, they don't because there goes, I think, cross Liam to the inside Ariel Farrell. Ariel Farrell now under pressure. And cross Liam, the Singapore winner, tries to go around the outside. Farrell puts him in the wall. Farrell puts him in the wall. I think he got caught on that inside curb. I think there might be damage on that car potentially for course Liam. If there's not, he nearly got put in the wall by his own teammate there. Getting aggressive out on track, wheels open. Division 3, watch out for this later on. I'm going to be pulling off some of these moves. Trust me, Dammy leads the way. Philippe in 2nd, Taube there in 3rd, Jekyll there in 4th. The front leader, I should say, Darry, pulling away very effortlessly, I've got to say, out on track right now. Then it's Philippe, Taube, Darry. There's a mistake there. Significant error by D-Mort. Further down the field. Lost time. Might have hit the wall. Coming to the left-hand of turn 15 at the top of the hill. Darry though leading the way. 2.7 seconds the gap. Philippe in 2nd. Then Taube in 3rd. Jekyll there in 4th. Further down the field. YHYY now under pressure from Dylan. Dylan now hunting. Lurking on the back. Conor O'Keefe now lurking and lurking on the back of Dylan. Could be 3 wide down and towards turn number 1. Pulls out of the slipstream. Could try and find the middle line. But there's YHYY into the pit lane. Conor O'Keefe now to the outside line. Dylan outbreaks himself. D-Mort in the wall. Spins coming through turn number 1. Got caught in that outside curb obviously. Judging by where he was. Conor O'Keefe now on the back of Dylan. Still trying to find a gap through. Nice driving so far from him. Dylan now making his way through the field on fresher compound tyre. Neatly done indeed. He's there in 9th. Conor O'Keefe there in 10th, Batuka there in 11th, but I think they'll remain as they are. As Ariel Scream now looking to the outside line on D. Morton. Screams around the outside of him. Nice move in the end. D. Morton under pressure. Obviously after that mistake, now he's under pressure from plus Liam on the back. The Haas teammate, of course, of Ariel Scream. He's on the back on O'Keefe there, and Patuka side by side through turn 5 and 6. Now coming down in towards turn number 7. Do not want to go side by side into this part of the track. Through turn number 7 you can. Conor O'Keefe just about finding the way through. They're side by side, Patuka and Rick. Rick there in the wall. Rick in the wall. Right side and plate damage on the car. That's a Williams round. That's a safety car. Patuka in the wall. If there's anything to learn from this track, you do not go side by side in the castle section. I can tell you that because I did it myself in a race around here in, I think it was F1 2016, 17, I don't know when. But you do not go side by side into the castle section. That was just a bit of reckless abandon, I think. Just a bit of aggressiveness going on out on track. Darry leads the way, Philippe in 2nd, Tope there in 3rd. It's clouding over out on track. I have been promised by Larkin it is dry for this race, so it might get a little bit drier as we go through the race, but everyone's going to come in the pit lane. But I thought Jacob was going to come in, wasn't going to come in there. But there we are. Onto a soft compound attack, Ariel Darry goes. Looks like Kvyat Dylan is going to be on continuing on. So he's going to try and extend his mediums out, which, to be honest, is not best. Not the baddest strategy at all if drivers decide to go. Philippe is into the pit lane. He's going set of hards. Obviously, he wants to try and get to the softs. About lap 2021. Then drivers have decided Darry, Tope, Jacob, Frico to come in for set of softs now. So it's very interesting. It's really intriguing, I think, the strategy's obviously at hand. James, I think this track is dangerous. Something is telling me. Yeah, very dangerous. Very dangerous. I don't think that this track should be on the F1 calendar, I'll be honest. I have big reservations about this track. Don't really see much overtaking. Don't really see, nowadays, much action around this track as compared to other tracks. In sim racing, it's not too bad when you get a good race event here. However, those are very rare these days. Every single commentary I think I've done in Baku on this game, 5 safety cars in each race. So, yeah, I'm prepared. I'm prepared, quite literally, tonight. But there we are. We're on lap 9 out of 26. Hopefully, safety cars abiding. We can get to the end of the race before Division 3. Might be the case where I have to nip in a message saying we're going to be late, maybe for Division 3. But there we are. Should be alright. It's about a minute and 40 odd seconds of lap time, so you've at least got at least another 35 minutes, I think, out of this race. So it is going to be one safety car's factor in, VSC's potentially factor in as well. Potentially going to be very tight time in terms of getting Division 3 going. At least with me in the lobby. But Dylan leading the way, Darry in 2nd, Philippe in 3rd. We are about just over a third of the way through now in terms of the race. So let's have a look at the most positions gained at this stage of the race. Now, safety car, second one, and pit stops being made. Scream's gained the most, 8 positions up from the back of the field. 4th across Liam. 5 I spy there for Conor O'Keefe there as well, and 10th, so he's gained from 15th to 10th. Not bad going at all from him. Larkin will anyway gain positions, well anyway he's gained 4. Further down the field, YHYY's gained a couple. At the top of the field, Dylan has gained a couple. Philippe's gained a couple as well. So AlphaTauri not looking too bad at all out on track right now. Whether or not the driver decides to come into pit lane once again and put on a fresher set of compound of tyre. I think everyone, bar Beauty Boy, is staying out. Beauty Boy is the one coming into pit lane. And I'd imagine, because this is going to be, I think, his 3rd stop, I imagine this is going to be for set of hards. 16 laps on a set of hards, very doable around this track. Very, very doable. Is he going to take a leaf out of my book? No, he goes for a set of mediums. He goes for a set of medium compound of tyre. But yeah. 18th position now for Beauty Boy, right down the bottom end of the field. You can see who's still going to make another pit stop. Pretty much still, what, nearly 3/4 of the field? I think I make that like 12 drivers out of 18. who are still running yet to make a second pit stop. So they mandatory got to make that pit stop, of course. Mandatory 2-stop, of course, here in Baku, as well as any other race that we have this season in League of Europe. Dylan now leading the way, Darry in second, Philippe in third, Tope in fourth, then Ben JS, J. Cole, Creeko, well anyway, Larkin, Connor O'Keefe top 10, YH4Y Scream, Rick, D-Mort, plus Liam top 15, and Jay Hings, Farrell and Beautiful, the 18 drivers out on track. Just switching over to the football there very quickly to see how Newcastle's getting on. Newcastle is getting beat, which is good because I'm a Sunderland fan and I'm always very happy when Newcastle get beat. Dylan now leading the way. Darry second, Philippe in third. Locking there saying in the chat, amount of positions I've lost this season because of double stacks is ridiculous. Yeah, he's been very unlucky in terms of double stacks. He's there in the 9th position. He's still going to make another pit stop, which is going to put him maybe even further down the field if we do not get another safety car out in this race. Safety car, however, speaking of which, is coming in this lap. So that means now we've got a virtual Burn Marlin out on track, and that is QVR Dylan. QVR Dylan is the virtual Burn Marlin. He's now the virtual safety car. And judging by what Ariel Darry is doing, does he know that Dylan is 2.5 seconds up the road? Now he begins to close back up. Yeah, that was really weird. Really strange. Just trying to maybe give him the run on this set of softs compared to Dylan's set of mediums. Maybe try and keep him out of trouble. But at what cost will this be for Darry? If incidents happen further down the field, he'd be the one that would have got the blame for that. We're on board with him for the safety car restart. Dylan now waving up his tyres, trying to warm his tyres up to neat effect. Darry there in second is just staying still as a bone right now on that set of soft compounded tyre. DRS detection point goes, and there goes Dylan. Dylan now back in through. There's all sorts going on there further down the field. Changes going on up and down the field. Screams into the quick lane. Not on earth what should happen there, but Dylan leads the way. Darry in second, Philippe in third. J. Cole there in fourth. Now on the outside of Tope in fifth. Ben JS now on the outside line of him as well, in fact. I'm kind of looking to try and get the job done there on the outside line. Ignoring yellow flag penalties, quite a lot of them. Creeko, well anyway, Larkin, Connor O'Keefe and YHYY have all got 5-second penalties for ignoring the yellow flag, and I think that was because Ariel Scream was looking and may have gained positions underneath that safety car restart. I don't know what happened, but they have now got 5-second penalties, and because that's all happened at one time, the likelihood of those penalties getting removed is very high. Very, very high indeed, I think. D-Morton cross Liam, side by side. D-Morton now to the outside line. On cross Liam, halfway down the field this battle is. 12th and 13th position. D-Morton the outside line. No, do not even dare. Cross Liam holds on. Cross Liam Fooney's into 12th. D-Morton there in 13th. I thought they were going to go side by side into the castle section. Jay Hings has nearly gone straight on there. In the background, he's very slow up the hill there. Dylan leading the way. Darry on the back of him though. In towards 10-15. Surely not. Nope. Dylan nearly outbreaks himself. Darry very much control coming through there. Obviously putting Dylan under a lot of pressure. Dylan is definitely under that lot of pressure. Darry there in second, and now Darry, fresh set of softs. What's he going to do on this set of soft compounded tyre? Felipe there in third, right on the back of Darry, right on the back of Dylan. He's going to get a brilliant toll down the straight. He is now coming from an absolute country mile. From a different parish, different country here in Azerbaijan, goes up the outside line, retakes the race lead, brilliant stuff, and there goes Ariel Tope to the outside line, they're 3 wide, and that was never going to work. Safety car deployed again, out on track. Is that a safety car or a VSC? I think that for now it's a safety car. It is indeed a safety car, oh my god. Dylan out of the race, Tope out of the race, 3 wide in towards turn and 1. Pick your bones out of that one. Whose fault was that? That was really strange. Down in towards turn number 1. I'm going to quickly ride on board with the replay. It looks to me as if it's Dylan the one moving across. Brilliant stuff on Felipe. Got the move done. Dylan now on the inside line. There's Tope on the outside line. 3-1 in towards turn 1. And they just lock wheels. They lock wheels. Dylan locking his real left compound of tyre with, I think, Ariel, with Ariel Darry. Yeah, Ariel Darry, and then Tope in the wall. Nowhere to go. He's out of the race. Dylan's out of the race. Yeah. Dylan did move over, but I don't think he realised. Probably he's seen there's one set of arrows there. This will be his argument. There'll be one set of arrows there. He obviously hasn't seen what I've seen on the stream. The second set of arrows, i.e. Oriel Top on the far side of the track, trying to go around the outside. 3 into 1 doesn't go. 2 into 1, let alone doesn't go into that corner. And in the end, Dylan may have moved over. It might just been a touch of wheels. Definitely going to be a big argument regarding that for sure. Let's have a look in the chat, actually, what is going on. Harry in the D3 chat saying it's a legendary track. Yeah, legendary for some of us. Some of us have done well around that track, but yeah. Judging by how Dylan and nobody else is responding the D2 chat right now, I don't think they're happy. Let's just put it that way. I don't think they're happy. But what this does enable people to do is come in for a second mandatory pit stop. Which is good. Which is good. There are drivers staying out there. Looks like Will anyways the one that's going to stay out there. He may as well. If there's another safety car, he can go to a set of softs. But he can get those hard to the end. As can Rick, as can Crossliam, as can Pharrell. Oriel screaming a Pewdie Boy. Pewdie Boy could get those mediums to the end potentially. Jay Hings may be the same as well. He only lasts about 10-11 laps though, but you never know around this track. Another safety car comes in, and you never know. Well, anyway, leads the way. Rick in second, Crossliam in third, Pharrell there in fourth. Scream, Beauty Boy, Jay Hings, Philippe, J. Cole, Ben JS top 10, and Steamort, Preco, Connor O'Keefe, Darry, Larkin top 15, YHYY in 16. At the back end of the field, and he has joined very much at the back of the field. Larkin's got miles out ahead of him coming out the pit lane there. But yeah, incident pack Division 2 race going on. Let's see how Division 1's getting on, shall we? Is it the same there? No. Judging by their racing standards, 15 out of 26 has always retired on the pit lane. NLR Nuth's in 6th, by the way. My pick for the race win in Division 1. Oriel Nuth doing a good job in 6th. Doing a very good job indeed. Looks like they've only had maybe one safety car in that race in Division 1. So if you do want to go and watch Division 1, albeit if you do want to watch better action, I'm going to say in Division 1 as well, you can watch that. If you want to see safety car fest and 5-lap Opel Nobbies here in Division 2, then you can stay here and watch that as well. Or if you've got a dual screen setup, you can watch both at the same time. Why not? I would if I wasn't commentating. But, well, anyway, leads the way. We are now halfway through this instant pack Baku Grand Prix. And if anybody takes me, James, it's not going to be instant pack, there's going to be no safety cars in this race, then I'd be laughing at you, because every single race that I've done around here in Azerbaijan, there has been 5 safety cars. Pretty much every single time. WR Legacy Division comes to mind on the game, where we had last lap absolute carnage, drivers with no front wing driving around. Kai Pearson coming to mind in terms of that. PSGL as well, back on the early part of the game, definitely so. But Oriel Tope saying thanks, Dylan saying I don't know if that was me. Yeah, that's the argument I think Dylan will make. It's exactly the same argument as I put into the comment section there as well. Dylan probably hasn't seen Tope on the far side. He's probably seen that there's a car there, but has he seen double arrows? That's the thing. That will be very interesting from a POV shot of what actually went on. To me, from that camera angle, all the way down the straight facing right down in towards turn 1, it looked to me as if Dylan moved across slightly, thought he was possibly clear of Darry, and then the wheels are just interlocked, rear left on front left, and then in the end, he's in the wall. Not really much you can do about it in that scenario. Stewards will investigate, obviously, but yeah. Never know. Lap 16 out of 26, by the way, Division 1. Campbell, Nathan, Sweet Crown, top 3. P, Shadowglow, Nuke, Verstappen, Backy, Chris and Cucumber top 10, then Saki, Lifebout, Rocco, June, Luke, and then slash 16 drivers going there as well. At least we've got a full grid here in Division 2. But there we are. 16 drivers, 16 people, by the way, watching. Thank you so much. You are now watching what I can only be described as absolute chaos so far in this race. I think we've only had about, what, 4 or 5 laps worth of racing in this race? It's gonna make me lose the will to live. That is for sure towards the end of the night. That is gonna be Be me now, losing the will to live if we see another couple of safety cars. Yeah, Ren saying in the chat, I don't think the argument about being unaware of the third car, it was just before the braking zone. It was just before the braking zone, but Tope had such a good run on the outside line on Dari. Dari probably has known he's there, but because Dylan is on the inside line, he's got a car to the right-hand side of him, basically, about pretty much, I would say, halfway back from him. He probably hasn't seen Tope coming over the top in towards turn number 1. It's all about visibility, I think, on that far side from a driver's perspective. From our perspective, we could see everything. From a driver's perspective, if I was in Dylan's shoes, you probably can't see Tope on that right-hand side of the track, and you can only see one set of arrows. That is what I think Dylan will probably argue. But anyways, anyway, we are now going to get back underway, and anyway is now our virtual Burt Maloney's the third different one of the night. He's now the virtual safety car, he's already gone. He's already gone. Absolutely flying, even catching me off guard. Down in towards someone, cross Liam now, can't overtake them to the safety car line. Now gets the move on Rick Shooty down in towards turn number 1. The Haas down the inside line of the Alpine. Job done for him. Here comes Ariel Farrell in their battle as well. Jay Hings, her beauty boy, very wide coming through turn number 1 is Ariel Creco. He got caught in an instant maybe with Conor O'Keefe or Ben JS, somebody there. Oh, the Haas did loosen it there. Really good recovery by Ariel Scream. There's so much going on, I can't keep up. Rick there getting passed by Ariel Farrell. Farrell's into third. There's somebody in the wall in the background. Conor O'Keefe and a beauty boy having their battle from earlier on in the season. Very unfair battle, I've got to say at that. From earlier on in the season, I think it was the other Williams, a Patuca, that Conor O'Keefe got diced in. There's front wing damage, however, for Ariel Scream. He's in the wall, coming out of turn number 4, and he's definitely got front wing damage on that car, because I saw him ghosted on my screen there. Hectic start. Oh, my word. Williams there, of a beauty boy, maybe defending off Dari. I'm not sure if he was defending off thin air there, or if he just had a real snap of oversteer. Not even sure what happened there. Coming through the castle section once again. Conor O'Keefe is basically forcing Scream through there. Now around the outside. Scream nearly putting him in the wall. Conor O'Keefe now putting him in the wall. More front wing damage going on. Somebody's going to crash. Somebody's going to end in tears. It's going to end in tears. How on earth they're keeping it clean, I do not know. Scream now on the back of Conor O'Keefe. How on earth they've kept it clean, I do not know. There's front wing damage. Scream letting everyone through. I think Conor O'Keefe didn't realise that Scream, to be fair, had front wing damage. Left side end plate damage on the car for him. Very aggressive racing going on in Baku. Not what I like to see, not what you guys like to see at home either as Rick. Now passing Farrell for third position down the straight in towards turn number 1. That's what you call a clean racing battle and a clean move from Rick. Thorny's into third. Rick there in 4th. Jay Hings in 5th. Philippe there in 6th. Dari there getting the move done on Creco as well. They're going to have to try and work together to make their way through the field. They got caught up in all of that carnage. Conor O'Keefe in. Her beauty boy in. Ariel screaming. That could have been avoided if people had patience. If they don't have patience, you've got really no chance. As soon as I say that, that was Ariel Philippe looking to the outside line and Ariel Farrell. Farrell now goes through. Sorry, J called there to the inside line. Oh my word. Ariel Philippe. What the hell is going on? Ariel Farrell and Ariel Philippe getting caught in an instant. I don't even know what was going on there. Ben Jess is through. He's into 6th. That's what I can say. Ariel Farrell and Philippe in 7th and 8th. Treating each other like the Dodgems on Barry Allen right now. But my word. Well, anyway, leads the way. Cross Liam 2nd, Rick there in 3rd. God hoping, God willing, we do not get another safety car in this race. I do not want to see another one. I'm going to run scared of a safety car. Well, anyway, leading the way. Cross Liam 2nd, Rick in 3rd, Jay Hings 4th, J Cole, Ben JS, Farrell, Philippe, Dari, Creco, top 10, Larkin White, followed by D-Mort, Conor O'Keefe, a beauty boy, top 15, Screaming 16, Eloise Stewart probably having a heart attack right now, maybe a stroke, maybe a pulmonary edema, you never know. Well, anyway, leading the way, Cross Lehman 2nd, Rick there in 3rd, J Cole now on the back. This is another clean move, running down the straight in towards turn number 1. J Cole passing Jay Hings. Jay Hings had a good race in the past here in the League of Europe, and now J Cole finds a way through. J Cole through and he's into 4th. Jay Hings now into 5th. Oh, does J Cole go straight on? Nearly. Thought he was going to go straight on in towards turn number 1 there, but it is job done for him. And he is through, as I say, into that prize 4th position. And he is actually the one that has avoided the most out of that safety car as well. He is the one making his way through the field. Here comes Ariel Philippe on the back of Farrell. Down on the inside line. Wasn't expecting much of that out of that battle. Very clean move in the end from Ariel Philippe. Nice battle. He's Looney's into 7th. Farrell there in 8th. And now under pressure maybe from Darry and Kiko went behind. My Google Sheets has disappeared on my iPad. Very weird. Anyways, Ariel Farrell now on the back of Philippe. Philippe there in 7th. Darry there on the back of Farrell. At this point, the safety car will crash coming out the pit lane. Might do. It might do. Somebody might crash coming out the pit lane. Not sure if it'll be the safety car. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Lap 17 out of 26. Let's hope. This race from here on in is clean. Let's hope it's a good race. Let's hope it's fair. Let's hope it's clean. Darry on the back of Farrell. Looking for the move down in towards 10-15. Not good enough to try and get that move there. Farrell very much on the good speed coming through that part of the track. Darry there trying to pressurise him. Rico there in 10th. And Larkin wide by wide. Larkin wide by wide battling now. Here comes Jake Calder. Much fresher tyres. Passing the championship leader Rick. Looney's into 3rd. Hodds can get to the end of the race if they can. Plus Liam now on the back. Well anyway gets done for the race lead. Down the straight in towards turn number 1. Well anyway in 2nd, Jake Calder 3rd, Rick in 4th, and now Ben Jess to the outside line, getting the job done in towards turn number 1. Darry on the inside line, down in towards turn number 1, and wide down on the outside line, Larkin in towards turn number 1. Neatly done. Neatly done indeed. Jekyll now hunting on the back of Ariel. Well, anyway. Oh, and he flies to the inside line on the back of Horse Liam if he's not careful. Nice job. Throoney's into 2nd. Well, anyway, very slow coming out of the corner. Made a mistake coming off that corner. Now Jekyll really pressurising the back of Horse Liam. Lap 18 out of 26. Division 3. Be prepared later on. Please drive clean. Please drive fair. Please treat others with respect. I will treat you with respect as much as hopefully the other guys will to me. That's what I'm hoping for anyways. Cross Liam leading. Jake Hall 2nd. Well anyway there in 3rd. Coming up the hill to the left-hander now of turn number 12. Now towards 13, 14, 15. Not looking too bad at all that on track at this grand stage of this race. And Jake Hall now looking on the back of course Liam. Hunting really hard, I've got to say, on the back of the leader right now. We'll turn the timing toe off on the left-hand side just to see this move down the straight. DRS, of course, is enabled this lap. So Jake Hall now on the back, down the straight in towards turn number 1. Through 19, then to the Kinker 20. This is the easiest overtake you will see all night. DRS now on. Getting to about 20 mile an hour extra down the straight sometimes. Jake Hall to the inside line. Breezes past. The easiest overtake you will see all night. Jake Hall through and he's into the race lead. And also battling now well anyway. Ben JS has got the job done, as has Rick. So Rick and Ben JS 3rd and 4th. They can now go off and hop the chute. All the guys in front. Ben JS, that's really the one that's going to try and go on and hop the chute and flies past Rick as if he's standing still. Coming out of turn number 2. Job done for him. He's into 3rd. Rick in 4th. Well anyway, they're in 5th. We've still got 8 laps to go in this race, including the one that we're on. And it is Jake Hall leading the way, Cross Liam 2nd, Ben JS in 3rd, Rick in 4th. Well anyway, Jay Hinks, Philippe, Darry, Crico, Farrell top 10, wide by D-Mort, Larkin, Connor O'Keefe, Scream, and then have Beauty Boy around off the top 16 as it stands. Top 15, of course, do get points around this track. So if anybody wants to try and dive out in terms of Division 3 because of what we've just seen, yeah, let's see. Let's see, Ben JS now on the back of Cross Liam. Jake Hall now pulling away. Jake Hall might have this, you know. 1.6 seconds, 1.7. Near enough 1.8. Coming to the left-hander now of 10.15 at the top of the hill. Or turn 13 even at the top of the hill. Now towards 10.15. Oh, sliding his way, coming through 10.15. That was Cross Liam. Nicely done. Nearly kept that right rear out of the wall. Touched the curve through 16. Back through 17, 18 and 19 once again. Ben JS now hunting on the back of course Liam. Ben JS looking on the back, hunting on the back, like Aston Villa are hunting on the back of the front 3 in the Premier League. Ben JS to the inside line, down and towards someone. Does he have enough speed to get this job done? He's not using up any battery, feels confident in the car. And he feels confident in his move because he passes him. Down in the inside line, turn one, job done. He still needs into second, and there goes Philippe to the inside line. Well, anyway, the one dropping further down the field as well. Here comes Darry on the back. Philippe by 30s into well anyway in 7th, and now Darry on the back of well anyway as well, out on track. Darry on the back of well anyway to the inside line. Turn number 3, not quite close enough. Now through the right-handed turn number 4 once again. 7 laps to go. 6.5 if you're being picky. To the inside line there. There goes Ariel Philippe on the back of Jay Haynes. Another one that wants to try and get an aggressive move made. Aggressive move shot. There by the Alfa Romeo ahead. Jay Haynes saying to Philippe, no, you're going to have to try it the hard way. That's not the hard way of trying. And now Darian, well anyway, a side by side for Wells in the wall in the background. That's a safety car. That's a safety car. 4th one of the evening. Safety car deployed out on track. Thank God, though, this might be the last lap we'll see of the safety car in this race. Let's hope. Let's hope, please. J. Cole leading. Ben Jason second. Cross Lehman third. Ariel Farrell in the wall. I think that was coming through turn 7. It was. Coming through turn number 7. Hit the wall in the background. Down the field. Conor Keefe scream. Beauty boy. But Farrell in the wall, and I'm not sure if that was because of contact with another driver or if that was just by himself. It looks to me as if it was by himself. So Ariel Farrell out of the way, safety car deployed out on track. Everyone's scoring points if it stands as days, and we are beyond 75% race distance in this race as well. Oh my god. J. Cole leading the way. Ben JS in second, Cross Lehman third. Everyone should come in the pit lane here. Ariel Philippe stays out, okay. Ariel Philippe stays out. Everyone now coming in on a set of soft compounded tyres, so I think Ariel Philippe has missed a big call here. He's on a set of hards, whereas everyone's on a set of softs. And you know what I'm immediately going to say? He's got absolutely no chance. Absolutely no chance. If there was a wall of cars behind him, he would have a chance to get away. But on that set of hards, compared to everyone else on a fresh set of softs, Philippe, my friend, you have got absolutely no chance on that set of hard compounded tyre. If anything, he should have came in, should have put it when the others did, set a soft compounded tyres on, wouldn't have lost as many positions of what he thought. His teammates out of the race anyway, so it would have been a single stack. Compared to drivers ahead, that would have been double stacking. He could have gained 2 positions potentially. But there we are. Philippe leading the way. J. Cole second, Ben JS there in third. We're now back under safety car conditions. Flame towers blazing in the background of the Baku skyline. On lap 21 out of 26. I promise to the Division 3 guys I will be there on time. It's just taking a little while. Safety car deployed out on track. Philippe, J. Cole, Ben JS the top 3. Division 1, by the way, if you do want to tune in for Division 1, catch up on what is going on there, which I'm doing right now. Nathan leading the way, P's in second, Sweet Pound there in third. They are on lap 23 out of 26. So getting toward the business end. By the time the safety car comes in, I think in Division 2, that race might be on the final lap. So I would go and watch Division 1 now, while you've got a chance to, and then tune in for Division 3 a little bit later, from Division 2, for the final lap, when we get going onto the final couple of laps of the race. I am, however, going to go on a slight intermission break. I'll be back with you in about 2 minutes. as I am back, everyone has decided to stay out on that same compound of tyre. It means Ariel Philippe will be the leader of this one here in Baku. God forbid what we're about to see on the final 3 laps, or the final 4 laps even, of this race. There's Philippe that leads the way, J. Cole second, Ben JS in third. Philippe is an absolute sitting duck out on track compared to everyone else out there. Philippe leading the way, J. Cole there in second, and then it is Ben JS third, Crossley in fourth, and then Rick in fifth. And those 5, I'd imagine, one of those 5 probably going to be the ones that win it. Creeko and Darry, ones to watch out for from 7th and 8th on the on the field as well. They're definitely ones to watch out for. If I am being a betting man, though, I'd perhaps go J. Cole for this race win. J. Cole gets Felipe, disposes of him, into the back of NJS. It will be job done for Philippe. It will be job done for, job done for J. Cole even. Getting rid of Philippe, and then getting rid of his nearest companion, Ben JS. Let's see. Safety car should be in this lap. It is indeed. Safety car back in this lap. We're going to go for 4 more laps worth of racing. If there's no safety car on lap 23, no incident on lap 23, and no safety car, we will go to the end of the race no matter what happens. So buckle up, fasten your seatbelt if you're wearing one, get some popcorn, get at the edge of your seat, and get ready for 4 laps worth of Baku in the final race of the season. Here we go. Philippe, now virtual Vermelander, now virtual safety car. J. Cole right within the rear view mirrors of the AlphaTauri ahead. AlphaTauri says go. There goes Philippe. And J. Cole will try and follow him, but Philippe gets the run down in towards turn 1. He'll at least lead down in towards turn number 1. Back underway. Philippe leads the way. Down the inside there. I think Creeko was looking on the back of Jay Hings. I think everyone is clean through turn number 1. Philippe there leads the way. J. Cole there in second. Ben JS there in third. Then J. Cole gets a phenomenal run. Coming out of turn number 3. Creeko now. Ben JS now on the back of J. Cole. They're going to try and get the job done. If they're not careful, there might be an incident between them both. J. Cole now gets in the slipstream. Oh, Ben JS nearly into the back of J. Cole. And so does the Red Bull slightly. Well, anyway, D-Wolf's having an aggressive fight further down the field as well. D-Wolf's getting the move done and well anyway. Trying to fight around the outside as well. Here comes J. Cole to the inside line, and Ariel Philippe needs to make the move in towards turn 5 and 6. Doesn't get the job done. D-Wolf to think in trouble further down the field. Sorry, it's Ariel Scream even that's in trouble further down the field. Now down towards turn 7. Stacking, packing field into the castle section. Philippe hanging on out in front. J. Cole there in second, Ben JS there in third. First third of the lap complete for Ariel Philippe, and he still leads the way. But J. Cole hassling the back of the AlphaTauri. Helmut Marko, Dr. Helmut Marko, right now for Red Bull will be very happy, but he'll be absolutely wincing at the fact that Ariel Philippe's on the set of 10-lap old hard, and that he's still leading the way. So there goes J. Cole to the inside line on the back of Ariel Philippe, tries to find the way through, can't. Down the hill we come once again. Better go until lap 24 out of 26. No safety car now for the rest of the race. Philippe leads the way. J. Cole second. There goes J. Cole to the inside line now. Takes the race lead. Through turns 18 and 19. Ben JS now on the back. Plus Liam on the back. Hunting on the back as well as Rick. He's going to try and let these guys go. Ariel Philippe's is sitting duck down the straight. Look at this. It's 4 wide down the straight. Here comes Plus Liam on the back of Ben JS. On the back of J. Cole. On the back of Philippe. They're 4 wide in towards turn number 1. We had 3 wide early on and it didn't work. We had 3 wide that time and it did work. Ariel Philippe hangs on to second. There's an incident further down the field. That's Ariel Creeko on the wall. He might have had an incident with D-Morts, I think. Ben JS leads the way. Philippe in second. J. Cole there in third. J. Cole got done down the straight in terms of straight line speed. He's going to have to try and come back on Philippe at this part of the track. Unless he can find a way through. Ariel Darry now on the outside of Jay Hings in towards turn number 3. Trying to find a way through. Now to the inside of turn number 4. Ariel Darry, Jay Hings. Jay Hings clouts the wall on the left-hand side. There was no contact between them both. J. Cole again on Philippe. To the inside line, now on the outside line. J. Cole gets the traction. J. Cole gets the move. Normally don't see him move through that part of the track. Nicely done by J. Cole. Nicely done by Cross Liam if he can get the car stopped. He can't. Philippe's on the outside line. Cross Liam now for the inside. Surely got to back off this. And that was never going to work. Ariel Philippe has done a James Head 14. Connor O'Keefe's gone straight on there as well. Oh my God. That was never going to work. He's took an absolute trademark out of my book right there. Ben JS leads, 2 seconds the gap. J. Cole in second, Cross Liam there in third, and Ariel Philippe has done a James Head. I never thought I'd say that in commentary ever, but he has. He's done a me. Cross Liam, to be fair, had that traction, had about half the car in front. There was no way Philippe was going to hang on to that outside line. It was just silly to try and hang around the outside. Larkin now on the back of YHYY. That will get investigated by the stewards. Stewards have got an easy one on that, compared to other incidents in this race. Oh my word. Anyways, J. Cole in second, Cross Liam there in third. You see some stuff in Lee racing, and then you see that. And then you see that. Looks like Nathan's gonna win in Division 1. Oh my god. Ben JS leading the way. J. Cole in second. Here comes Cross Liam to the inside line, however. Trying to find the way through. Can't find the way through that time around. Rick in fourth, Darry there in fifth. We'll be dead on time for Division 3, which is always good. Ben Jess, J. Cole, Cross Liam there first, second and third as it stands. Rick there in fourth. Ben Jess looks to me as if he's got this. Unless he makes a mistake by himself out on track, it looks as like he's got this. Swip is just in front of me, which is good. I will join that in a few minutes. We now come through the left-hander of the castle section once again. Ben Jess there leading the way. J. Cole second, Cross Liam there in third. Rick there in fourth and Darry. Jay Hings, well anyway, YHYY, Larkin, a Puny Boy top 10, then Connor O'Keefe, D-Mort, Creeko and Scream the top 14 as it stands, and they'll be getting the minimum of 2 points. Add on track to remain as it is. Yeah, there we are, second invite for me, thank you very much. I will join that as soon as the final lap is complete. Ben JS there leading, J. Cole in second, Cross Liam there in third, Rick in fourth, and Darry, Jay Hings, well anyway, YHYY, Larkin, Beauty Boy top 10. Larkin now on the back of YHYY. That's an interesting battle. Rick on the back of Cross Liam. Could be an even more interesting battle. I think we'll go on board with this one because this one looks closer. On the run towards turn number 1, Larkin getting the move done on YHYY. I'm going to quickly flick back because Cross Liam came out of a different parish to get that one done. On the back of J. Cole, Dooney's into second. Driven by what Nolan said. Possibly Cross Liam could be having a penalty coming his way there in the chat. Here comes Rick though to the inside line. Rick needs to try and defend as many positions as possible in terms of the championship. Had a 32-point lead coming into tonight over Larkin. Larkin further down the field. Rick probably not concerned about that, to be honest. Now to look to the inside line of turn number 3. Very sedate. Final few laps actually here. Fine, thank God. Ben JS leading the way, 2.8 seconds clear. Ben JS has definitely got this race in safekeeping, no matter what happens, unless he makes a mistake, as I say, and a significant one at that. He's on the way for the race win, and a very significant race win that as well. Ben JS now coming in towards the castle section for the final time. Up the hill, through the infamous castle section, where I'll be crashing a little bit later on, guarantee it. Ben JS now coming up to turn number 13. See my Grosjean famously hit the wall. Ericsson blaming Grosjean back in the day. Rick on the back of J. Cole. But it's got a lot of battery compared to J. Cole. Could have a run across Liam potentially as well if they're close enough. J. Cole now losing touch to the back of Liam. Might just be within DRS range. It's going to be very, very tight. There's a DRS detection point around this corner. And I think J. Cole is outside of DRS detection. He is indeed. He's outside of DRS detection. Ben Jess now coming through the final corner. On the run to line. We'll run a ball with Rick though, because Rick is now going to come storming out the back of J. Cole. Could even come across Liam, but across Liam's too far up the road. J. Cole now within the slipstream trying to get the job done. But Ben JS on the run to line wins in Baku. Cross Liam in second. Rick there in third. J. Cole in fourth. And Jay Hings outdoes Darry for fifth towards the line. Well anyway in seventh. Larkin there in 8th. YHYY. Connor O'Keefe top 10. The Puny Boy, D-Mort, Creeko will finish in 13th, as will L'Oreal Scream. J. Cole, I think, will get that position reinstated as a result because he retired before the session has ended. He'll be a little bit frustrated by that, I think. Creeko's there retired as well. Scream now on the run to the line. He comes to the line to finish in 14th, and the lonely 14th at that. Oh, what a race. Division 2 always lives up to expectations. Baku always lives up to expectations. Not quite the 5 that we were expecting in terms of the safety cars before we got, and 4 pretty much ruined the race as well. Ruined the whole the whole rhythm of that race. But it is Ben JS that comes out on top. And in the end, he took his chances on that final couple of laps, underneath that safety car restart. That full wide one was so crucial. Ben Jess was on the inside of that, and he got the job done on J. Cole. J. Cole, in the end, got absolutely done for in the end, and he's down fourth position, I think, in the end. So loses that on that podium on the final lap to Rick. Rick finishing in third, Coslim obviously second, and there Ben Jess taking the trophy. We will see now the full grid. Ben JS takes the win from Coslim in second. Rick there in third with Jay Hings in fourth. Darry there in fifth with Well Anyway in sixth. Lark in seventh. Wide throw by Conor McKee for Beauty Boy. Demot Scream. You get the idea. But J. Cole will be fourth. Creeko, because he retired, he will be 12th. So that's how it will be. So it'll be Ben JS, Coslim, J. Cole, Jay Hings, Darry, Well Anyway, Lark and Wide throw by Conor McKee for Beauty Boy. Demot, Creeko. Then Oriel Scream. Then Ariel, yeah. Then Demort and Ariel Scream, yeah. 13th and 14th. Anyways, messed that up. Felipe there retiring out of the race, obviously with that incident with Liam. Pharrell, Dylan, Tope, Katuka, and Matt Tibbles, who didn't even make it a lap in the end. Right down on the bottom end of the field, I've been James Head. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to hope for the next Division 3, so make sure I'm actually on time. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you did like that stream, like, comment, subscribe, tick that notification bell if you're brand new to the channel. We are going to be seeing you next week, in fact, in Australia, down under, where the men go and women plunder. And we will be back for Australia next week. But until then, thank you so much for watching, and until next time,